My name is Katie Kane Stanzak, and this is 20 minutes of mat Pilates, bar techniques, yoga. I like to call it Project Physique. So get yourself together, have your props nearby. If you don't have props, don't worry about it. I can cue you without them. I'm just glad you're here with me today. So we're going to go ahead and start on our mats. I want you to find a comfortable seated position here. You're just going to start to breathe. Yeah, super important. Big, giant, deep breaths, cleansing breaths, sending oxygen to the bloodstream here. So, in your seated position, you can sit on your shins, you can sit with your legs crossed, however you are most comfortable, and however you can just start to calm the body here. Beautiful. So you can gently dip your chin towards your chest, opening up the back of your neck here, letting your hands gently rest on your legs. Inhale, right to the base of the belly. Exhale. So try to tap into a breath in and out through your nose right here. Good. It'll take a second. That's okay. Give it some time. Beautiful. And then take your hands right onto your belly. And as you inhale, I want you to focus on inflating the belly, right? Make it nice and big. And as you exhale, I want you to draw your navel back to your spine. Perfect. Just sitting with that. Inhale. So if you want to keep your hands on your belly, please feel free to do so. Exhale. Two more big giant inhales and exhales right here. Beautiful. And then go ahead and sweep the arms all the way up. Flip your palms. Exhale, press that away. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press it away. One more time. Lift and lengthen. Reach, lead with your heart. Exhale, press it away. Begin to roll yourselves over to a neutral tabletop position. So, in your neutral tabletop position, your shoulders are right over your wrists, your knees are right underneath your hips. Draw your belly button back up and in. Soften your elbows. Make sure there is space between your chin and your chest. Finding your first cow pose, drop the belly, lift the gaze. So let your heart come through your shoulders. Press the base of each finger down and then start to round and hollow, pulling the belly button back, spreading your shoulder blades super wide, right into this cat pose. Two more just like that. So drop the belly, lift the gaze. Inhale and round, hollow out into that cat pose. One more time, drop the belly, lift the gaze. There it is. Press round, hollow it out. Perfect. Find that neutral tabletop position right here. Take your left leg, tap it behind you. I want you to press your left toes down into your mat, start to rock and open up the back of that left leg. You're driving those left toes down and really pressing back through your heel here. Good. And then hold it back. Lift your left leg, point your toe. Make sure your hips are square. Inhale, knee to nose. Can you lift your knee higher? Can you squeeze your belly button back tighter? Exhale, flex your foot. Press, send the leg out behind you. Again, inhale, lift, squeeze, flex, and press behind you. One more time. Inhale, lift, flex, and press all the way behind you. Perfection. Take that left knee to the mat. Drop the belly, lift the gaze. Cow pose right here. Press around, hollow out, cat pose. All right, right side here. Take your right toes, press them behind you. Press, open up the back of the leg. Good. Stay with that big giant breath. And then hold that leg back. Lift, point the toe. Inhale, knee to nose, lift and squeeze. Exhale, flex and press. Again, lift, flex and press. One more time. Inhale, knee to nose. Can you lift that even higher? Squeeze your belly button back even tighter. Exhale, flex and press. Perfection. Bring that knee down. Now you're going to heat it up just a little, stepping back into a high plank position. So you know exactly what we're doing. We're just layering on right here. Left leg lifts. Inhale, knee to nose, squeeze. Exhale, press it back. Again. Inhale, knee to nose. And press it back. One more time. Knee to nose. Send it back, find that plank. Now we're gonna have a little active recovery in our downward facing dog. So lift that tailbone towards the ceiling, press your palms down, squeeze your belly buttons back. Inhale. Exhale, just melt right here, right? Keep pressing down, keep reaching the tailbone towards the ceiling. All right, round two, roll yourself out into that high plank position. Right leg lifts. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, knee to nose, squeeze. And press it back. One more time, bring it in. Press it back. Find your downward facing dog. Keep pressing those palms down. Breathe into the very base of the belly here. Can you wrap your biceps away from your ears? Create a little more space. Beautiful. Roll forward, high plank position. Lift that left leg. Bring your knee to your nose. Press your palms down, lift your knee up higher, squeeze your belly button. Drop that left foot near your left thumb. This is your low lunge position. Right, or excuse me, that left knee stays stacked over the left ankle. Your right toes are rooted down. You're firing through that back leg. Now I want you to press down into the sole of your left foot and the toes of your right and lift yourself up, sweep your arms up, high lunge position. So in your high lunge, your hands can always come to prayer in front of your heart. Yeah, good. Take it out of the head, neck, and shoulders. So arms are lifted or they're at prayer in front of your heart. Inhale. Exhale, begin to straighten your front leg. Squeeze, growing taller. Exhale, sink back down to that lunge. Beautiful. Lift, lengthen, squeeze. Exhale, back down to that lunge. Last one, lift, lengthen, squeeze. Perfect. Back to that lunge. I want you to hinge forward from your hips. Plant your palms. Step yourself back. Downward facing dog. So you know what a child's pose looks like. You may take a child's pose at any time in this class. It is always there for you. Roll yourself out. High plank position, right side. That right leg lifts. The right toe is pointed. Bring the knee towards the nose. Lift it up higher. Then drop that right foot near your right thumb. Check your foundations here. Always checking the foundations, you guys. Never moving without being sure that the right knee is stacked on top of the right ankle. Left toes are firing down. Left leg is long. Press down, lift, sweep up, high lunge. If you need to make adjustments here, make them. Leave the arms up or hands can come to prayer. It's completely up to you. Straighten that front leg, grow tall. Notice the difference on this side. Yeah, balance is funny like that. Lift, lengthen, squeeze. And bend. One more time. Lift. And bend. Beautiful work. Hinge forward. Plant your palms. Step yourself back. Downward facing dog. I want you to think about the base of each finger here. Can you melt that deeper into the mat? And then notice, are you lengthening the backs of your legs here? The heels never have to touch the mat. It's a directional cue. Perfect. Roll yourself forward. Tabletop position here. Drop the belly, lift the gaze, cow pose. Press round, hollow out into your cat pose. Again, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Waking up that back body here. Press round, hollow out. Last one right here. Drop the belly, lift the gaze. And round. Beautiful job right here. Okay, you have options. We have a tabletop position or we have a high plank position. Whatever you are going to choose, I want you to make sure your belly button is drawn back up and in. You're going to lengthen your left leg behind you, tap it down. I'm going to demonstrate first in this tabletop. Make sure your hips are square, elbows are soft. You're just going to lift the left leg. So the object here is keeping that neutral spine, making the left leg long, adding a little baby lift of it. You're not dumping into the low back here, okay? So you're not coming towards like a cow pose. It's neutral. So this is what it looks like in a tabletop. This is what it looks like in your high plank position. Notice I'm not letting my tailbone lift towards the ceiling into a down dog. It's a high plank with a little leg lift, right? So if you want to try that high plank, do it. Try it. See how it feels. Little lift. Last 3, 2. Beautiful. Everyone comes back. Neutral tabletop. Drop the belly, lift the gaze. Cow pose. Round and hollow out. Cat pose. Okie dokie. Round 2. Pick your poison. Tabletop position or high plank position. Right leg lifts, right toe points. Little lift. Press your palms down. Keep your elbows soft. Keep squeezing your belly button in. Make the movement small. Really, really small. 4, 3, 2. Beautiful tabletop position. Drop the belly, lift the gaze, cow pose. Round and hollow out, cat pose. You're going to press yourself back to a seated position. Swing your legs around in front of you. If you have your Pilates ball and your weights, you're going to bring them near you right here, okay? Just, whoa, it happens to all of us. Perfect. So feet or hips width distant and parallel. If you've got that ball, you're going to pop it between the upper inner thighs. Then you're going to slide your heels slightly back towards your seat. If you don't have the ball, do not worry about it. Take your palms, press them behind you. Your fingertips are pointing towards your heels. Lift yourself up and reverse that tabletop. Let your chin slightly drop to your chest. Good. So notice right now, my knees are stacked over my ankles. My arms are long. I want you to go ahead and bend your arms. Now hold the bend in your arms, but lift your hips. Yeah, again, bend your arms. Lift your hips. Getting deeper and deeper. Bend your arms. Lift those hips. Beautiful. Good. Start to pulse in the arms. You are not straightening, you're just pulsing. You always have the option to work a hold in that deep bend of the elbows. Everyone is pressing the soles of their feet down, lifting the hip points up and pulling the belly button back up and in. Good. Little pulses here. 4, 2. Yes, you can. And lower yourself all the way down. If you have that ball, take it between your hands. Soles of the feet come onto your mat. You're going to squeeze that ball between your palms. Elbows are heavy. Press into your feet, lift yourself up, and hinge back on a slight diagonal. If you don't have the ball, hands come to prayer, and you're melting your palms together to light up your arms. Now, I want you to lift those hip points towards your low rib, engaging your core. I want you to lengthen the left leg and lower it. Lengthen the right leg and lower it. So you're just marching. It's slow. Lengthen and lower. Beautiful. Nice and easy here. So you've hinged back, so you've gotten into your core, right? It's not the deepest. We're warming it up here. There it is. You're squeezing the ball because we're keeping the arms active and lifting and lengthening the legs. Now you're going to lengthen that left leg out. Hold the left leg. You're going to lift the left leg and hinge back and forth with the torso, right? Little lift, lift, squeeze. If you have the ball, hug it in every time you lift that leg. Lift, squeeze. Arms, core, leg. You've got it all. 3, 2, good. Hold it here. Left leg down. Beautiful. From here, just a little lower, little lift, little lower. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten the right. Down and lift. It's called active recovery, right? You're staying active, but you get a little reset here. Lower, lift, 2 more. Hold that low point, lengthen the right leg, lift and squeeze. Heart stays up, shoulder blades are on your back. Shoulders are soft. Lift, squeeze. Belly buttons in. You take breaks when you need them. They are always there. Lift, 4, 3, yes, 2, hold, hold, Bring that leg down. Lift yourself all the way up. I want you to go ahead and lengthen your legs out in front of you. Flex your feet. We're going to go over this real quick. This is a flex. That is a point. This is a flex. Yeah, that is a point. Hold the flex of your feet. Take that ball out in front of you. Squeeze the ball, but then draw your shoulder blades together. Now, you're going to lower back into that core a little bit. You should feel it in your core, not in your back. So if you feel it in your back, you're too low. I want you to take one of your hands, pinky on the hip point, thumb on the low rib, and gently rock them together to find that core contraction. Hands are out in front of you. If you have the ball, you're hugging it. You're going to point your left toe. You're going to lift your left leg. From here, it's out to the left, back to center, lift and lower. So it's a glide, center, lift and lower, out, center, there it is, lift and lower. Right foot is flexed, the back of the right leg stays on the mat. Yep, so it's out, center, can you squeeze the ball a little and lower, glide it out. It's a little movement, you guys, it's not crazy. Little bit out, little bit in, little lift up. Last one right here, it's out, in, lift, hold it. Bring that left foot down, sit up nice and tall. Reset right here. Inhale as you exhale, start to shift yourself back. Lift the hip points. Left foot is flexed. Point your right toe, lift your right leg. It's out, center, lift and lower. Out, center, lift and lower. Gliding, nice and easy. Can you squeeze the ball, squeeze the core as you lift and lower? It's out, center, lift, squeeze, and lower. Beautiful, perfect. Lift, squeeze, and lower. Again, take it out, center, lift, squeeze. Two more right here. It's out, center, lift, squeeze, and lower. It's a glide, center, lift, squeeze, and lower. Flex your feet. Lift yourselves all the way back up to that seated position. I want you to take that ball, pop it to the side. Soles of your feet come onto the mat. Draw your booty towards your heels. Start to roll yourself all the way down so you're lying flat on your mat right here. Imprint your spine, then lengthen your legs towards the ceiling. My toes are pointed. You're going to lower your legs to a challenge point. Only you know what that is, but the back body is imprinted, which means it is melted into the mat. There's no space. Now lift your legs up to that starting point. Good. So it's lower for 2. Lift up for 2. Beautiful. Lower down slow for 2. And lift. Gorgeous. Lower down for 2. And lift for 2. Last one. Lower down for 2 and hold. Breathe. Soften your shoulders. Hold it here for 3, for 2. Hug your knees into your chest. Drop the soles of the feet onto the mat. Imprint the back body. Head, neck, and shoulders lift. Take your right hand behind your head. Take your left hand on a low diagonal, palm faces up. Squeeze into your feet. I want you to reach to that low left diagonal. Come back to center. So it's reach and center. Notice my chest is open. I'm not crossing the body. I'm going the same direction. Reach. Getting into my obliques here and center. Squeezing into my feet. Staying grounded. Center. Right elbow is open to the side. Big breath. There is space between my chin and my chest. It's a reach. And center. 2 more. And center. Now hold. Reach. And hold for 3, for 2, and gently roll yourself down. Windshield wipe those knees a little bit. One more side. Come back through center. Imprint the spine. Head, neck, and shoulders lift. Left hand comes behind the head. Left elbow is open. Right arm on a low diagonal. Reach right and center. It's a reach. Perfect. Stay open. Stay lifted. Little reach deeper on that diagonal. Reach it deeper and center. Beautiful. Reach. Breathe into this for 3 and center. Just 2. Last one. Perfect. Roll yourself all the way down. Again, windshield wipe those knees. Let the hips peel up and off the mat. Coming through center, hug your knees into your chest. Roll yourself up and over to that tabletop position we started at. Take your right foot, send it behind you, toes press down. Start to press and rock into the back of that leg. Big giant inhales you. Exhale, open your mouth. Let it go. Hold that stretch right here. Bring the left knee down, right leg back. Press, open up the back of the leg. Inhaling and exhaling. Hold that stretch. And bring the right knee down. Press yourself back to that comfortable seated position that we started at. Roll your shoulders away from your ears and down your back. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Open up the left side of your neck. Let your head roll heavy through center. Left ear, left shoulder. Let that head roll heavy through center. Big giant inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Grab your strength. Put it between your palms. Pull it right down to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today. You are amazing. I will see you next time. Mwah.